Welcome back to this already the final segment of The Price of Business. And what a fun show it's been. At least it's been informative. Gotta admit, I had my moments where I was a little depressed when you look about the America's decline in economic freedom. We got to get that back. When you look at the fact that America is threatened on the energy front thanks to Iran, we got to restore our strength in that region. But still, there's a lot of things to be excited about and happy about, and I'd like to talk about those as well, which I'm going to do in this segment with my next guest. But before I do that, I want to remind you there's a show, there's a hockey game tomorrow evening, so we won't be here until next Monday. We'll miss you, but remember, you can go 24/7 to priceofbusiness.com for great audio, video, articles, some of which are unique that you don't even see on the show, especially the articles. So make sure you're checking those out in between shows. Plus, don't forget to visit our sister news site, which is usdailyreview.com. That's usdailyreview.com. Heather Schull, she's coming up next. Good friend and fellow advocate for that which is best about this country. She's got, in addition to her personal coaching, she does a lot of work with an organization called the Boot Girls and the Boot Girl Campaign. And before we get started with what you got going on now, why don't you just give us that background on the Boot Girl Campaign and welcome.
Sure, thank you. Excited to be on as always. Yep. Boot Campaign is an organization that my girlfriends and I started. Now it's been a couple years, and we sell combat boots to raise money for our partnered charities that support veterans' needs, and we photograph celebrities in combat boots to help raise the awareness. And we are actually, this is an exciting little announcement I can make, looking at launching Boot Campaign Canada. So another country is on board with supporting their volunteer forces, and we are so excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So talk a little bit about who's the last celebrity you guys took a picture of and when?
That's a good question. You know, we've got a lot of organizations, corporations that have chosen to get their boots on and their entire company. And that, I think, right now is sort of the most exciting thing. I know there may be not recognizable celebrities nationwide, but we've got a superstar named Louise Thaxton who has her own mortgage company and started out by buying boots for her grandchildren last Christmas and then decided that she wanted to make that a part of her own organization and spread that throughout her corporate world, which is really nice. But in terms of national celebrities, we've got Dolly Parton, we've got The Rock, we've got a lot of local athletes here in Houston and nationwide. So we're moving right along. I'm trying to think of who our Sons of Anarchy, the cast of that show has been a big one lately. So,
yeah, very cool, very cool. That's kind of an interesting show to do it. Those guys are kind of a wild crew, but fundamentally you can tell that those are the kind of guys, the real people, not the characters per se, who have great love of country and those who defend it. They just seem like that type of guys. And so I love that about them. Tell us a little bit about the kind of projects you guys are helping to support through your fundraising efforts.
Absolutely. One of our biggest ones we've been working with lately is called Wounded Wear, and a married couple started the company not long ago, and to their amazement, there was not a company that was providing clothing, adaptive clothing for people who had lost limbs, and that's one of our partnered charities, Wounded Wear, and then we deal with Not Alone, who provides anonymous counseling for veterans when they come home. Military Warrior Support Foundation provides mortgage-free homes for veterans. Lone Survivor, who is building a ranch for veterans to come home and get mental and physical rehab outside of the hospitals that they come home to that are sad places sometimes for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a number of charities that we partner with and help them. We kind of, our term is kind of, we're the mutual fund of veteran charities. So if you're not sure, you want your money to go to a good place and you're not sure who to choose, you can donate to Boot Campaign. We're a 501c3 charity, and you can, we can kind of distribute that for you and participate in some of the fun events that we have and be a part of it in that way. So it's, or even just get your boots on. I mean, that's a fun thing, a tangible way for people to walk around and actually support visibly without having to get into politics or let their check disappear into the oblivion.
Yeah, no question about it. So what do you got in terms of projects? What's coming around the bend?
Well, you know what? I do some of the event planning, and so the big project that I've started working on is for late this summer, and that's August 26th in California. We're doing the boot ride again with the cast of Sons of Anarchy. That's where my head is right now. We've got a million things going on that I can't come up with, but I know we are having that again. Gosh, why is my brain not working?
I don't know. Right. When is that going to be? What's the date of that?
That's August 26th in Los Angeles. And it's a ride and rally with that cast, and it's just a fun. There's outdoor concert, and it's right there on Sunset Boulevard, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a fun way to support, the charities that we use. And that one actually goes to Code, which provides jobs for veterans when they return home. But it's a fun deal. That's the great thing about working with your friends. You get to make sure it's fun all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. and what kind of groups are going to perform? Who are some of the groups that will perform for that?
You know what? That is to be determined. Last year we actually had the lead actress from Sons of Anarchy, Katie Seagal, who performed. When unbeknownst to us, she's a singer, and she did a fabulous job. And my husband Derek, who's a country music recording artist, he performed with his band, and so we're looking for maybe more rock and roll this year. So
there you go. Well, I love it. I love it. How do people get more information about it?
Bootcampaign.com, and you can see all the photos and look at all of our boots that we sell, but all the fun celebrity photos too, which is a neat experience.
Bootcampaign.com. Bootcampaign.com. Make sure you do that. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
You bet. Heather Schill is her name. Check out her and her great work that she's doing over at bootcampaign.com. She's also a fantastic personal trainer. We've had her on about that. We'll do a future segment about that. Thanks so much, Heather. All right. Do want to mention real quickly, great content over there at usdailyreview.com. If you're not getting the email that, for that every single week, then shame on you. There's a very controversial agenda being going on with the state of Indiana to try to reform their education system. I'm all for it. Of course, the left, the education union left, is fighting it. Find out what is going on when it comes to the court battles that pertain to that. Actually, a good news story, which is often hard to find. Also, we're in that part of the year where people are simply giving up on their New Year's resolutions. They've had it. They're already done. I know, we're not even out of January yet. Where are you when it comes to your resolutions? Read this great article, Be a Better You. Figure out how you can do that in 2012. Also, save cash instead of saving taxes this year. What do we mean about that? Check out a great article by Greg Crabtree over at usdailyreview.com on that. And finally, Corey Whalen, who is a U.S. Daily Review senior editor. Very, very interesting article. David Dewhurst, the GOP's bad side personified. I tell you, he almost looks like the Darth Vader of Texas GOP politics. Read that stirring article as well. All of them at usdailyreview.com. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll be with you on Monday right here on this station.
You've been listening to The Price of Business with Kevin Price, a production of Salem Communications Houston. Be sure to tune in next time for more fabulous insight from Kevin Price.